and by much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, a video a few people wanted me to talk about was Gennady Golovkin versus Saul Alvarez. Obviously, this is a fight that has now got the go-ahead, got the green light, so to speak, and will take place, when is it, September 15th? I think it's September the 15th. Correct me if I'm wrong. As you can see from the thumbnail, I've said Gennady Golovkin held tough and won, right? That was what he and his team wanted to do. They held tough. They got the money they wanted, it seems. And I think they were happy to sign on the dotted line. They always wanted to fight Canelo. Obviously, if you're an Oscar De La Hoya fan, you'll believe somehow that Gennady Golovkin is ducking Canelo, which is stupid. I can't believe I even just said that. But he always wanted to fight Canelo, but he wanted to be paid correctly. If you're a Golovkin, what's he, 34, 35? It's not about belts anymore, hence why he was happy. I say happy, but hence why he was okay and seeing the IBF belt disappear. It's about making money, and big money. We're not talking 3, 4, 5 million. We're talking potentially 20, 15, 20 million dollars. So you're talking life-changing money. So it's fair. I think it's fair that he held firm. I think it's fair that he got what he wanted. I think, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, I've been out of the boxing scene for a bit, but I think he got 42.5% of the share. So it's close to 50-50. But look, in the end, he got kind of what he wanted, and the fight goes ahead. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's that much excitement about this fight. Again, I could be wrong. But I remember when Oscar De La Hoya announced it on Twitter, and normally when a big fight's announced, and we're potentially talking about the second biggest fight that can be made here in boxing. Normally when that happens, you kind of see a lot of tweets. I look at the people that I respect in the game, or people I follow on Twitter, and I get some sort of level of excitement from them. I got nothing. And I share that. For me, I've seen it now. I mean, don't get me wrong, look, when it comes on, I'll happily pay for it if I'm not ringside watching it. It's a fantastic fight, but I've seen it. So for me, I want to see fights I've not seen. For me, I saw it. Golovkin, I said, won by a couple of rounds. Other people have it the other way, but for me, I saw it, and that's that. But I guess because the first fight ended so, I guess, controversially, you kind of got to roll the dice again. But for me, because of the other names in the division now, i.e. Charlo stepped up, Billy Joe Saunders, if he gets his act together, we know can box. Jacobs is there. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this guy's name, Derevchenko. He's around. So there's other guys now. And I want to see Golovkin versus one of those. I want to see Canelo versus one of those. I'm not super interested in seeing Canelo versus GGG again. I don't know why. Again, I don't know if it's because of all the bullshit that's happened in the last sort of 8 months. Again, not just about the drug scandal, but even Oscar De La Hoya, some of the shit he's been talking, it's just been pissing me off. So personally, I would have preferred for GGG to swerve Canelo and honestly fight Billy Joe Saunders for his belt in the UK, pay-per-view maybe, or even fight Charlo. But I can fully understand why he wants to fight Canelo. He's been there, he thinks he can beat him, he probably knows he can beat him, and he earns, I don't know, probably 15 million more than he would fight any of the other guys. So I am excited. I'm not super excited. If I had to pick a winner between the two now, I would still favour GGG. I would. He looked good against Vans. I know Vans isn't Canelo, don't get me wrong, but at least we know he's active. Canelo, on the other hand, would have been out the ring for a whole year. Drug testing is going to be interesting, right? I don't know if it means anything. They done drug testing the first time round. I don't know if it's going to be more tougher drug testing, if it's even more stringent. I don't know, but that's going to be interesting to lead up to the fight. They're going to sell all that. Don't get me wrong. Oscar De La Hoya will not shy away from talking about stuff like that. He will sell the fight. The fight's going to be massive because of the bad blood now. It's going to be huge. It could possibly do bigger numbers than the first fight. And I guess it's probably the reason why we're not going to see Joshua Wilder this year. I think Eddie Hearn mentioned something like that, didn't he? That if this fight gets made or when it gets made, the date that he was looking for Wilder Joshua, whatever, September or November, it's going to be tough to do 2 big pay-per-view events that close together, which I think is a load of bollocks personally. I mean, we had Conor McGregor versus Mayweather, and then 3 weeks later we had and GGG versus Canelo. So you can do 2 massive pay-per-view events next to each other if you can sell them. But guys, what do you think of the fight? Are you super excited? Who wins? And would have you preferred even man to face someone else. I mean, look, someone like Canelo versus Charlo and Billy Joe Saunders versus GGG, and maybe the winners fight each other or something, some sort of semi-final tournament. But it's going to go down. Again, don't get it twisted. I'm saying all this shit. I will tune in big time for this one because it's a great fight. Let me know what you think. Peace.